for those who will vote for yes, for the debate to continue and the bill to go for the next stage, or for the bill to be halted, though temporarily. This is a bill that needs to be passed 6 months before the next general election. It is still on the second reading stage, and the mover is yet to be called to reply. Now, this will depend on whether those for yes will get the numbers or those for no will get the numbers. Clause 6 of the bill proposes to amend Section 7 of the Act to provide that one of the conditions for full registration of a political party shall include the address of the official website of the political party, and also to provide for the procedure to be followed for the registration of a coalition political party. Clause 7 of the bill proposes the amendment of Section 8 of the Act to include the slogan of a party as one of the factors to be considered in making a determination whether or not to register a political party, and to increase grounds upon which the registrar may decline registration of a political party. Lobbying continues. This is a crucial moment, as well as a crucial bill for the country, but the House is divided, and each stage matters for this particular bill. This is a special sitting that was reached out in accordance to Standing Order 29, that whenever during a session the House stands adjourned, whether or not a day has been appointed for the next meeting, the Speaker may, on the request of the leader of majority party — remember, this is a bill that has been moved by the majority party of the National Assembly, Honorable Amos Kimunya — that on the request of the leader of a majority party or the leader of minority party, appoint a day for a special sitting of the House. This is the second day for the special sitting that the members were recalled from a long recess. National Assembly is actually expected to resume its sittings for the 6th session on the 25th of January 2022. But remember, there were a number of legislation that needed urgent deliberations, necessitating this special sitting. So this Political Parties Amendment Bill 2021 was one of the agenda that members will be considering in these special sittings. According to Standing Order number 29 on special sittings of the House, is that the Speaker may allow a request under paragraph 1 if the Speaker is satisfied that the business proposed to be transacted relates to the matters specified under Standing Order 61. This is on special motions or other urgent and exceptional business, as the Speaker may allow. The Speaker shall, by notice in the Gazette, notify the members of the place, date and time appointed for the special sitting of the House. The Speaker of the National Assembly shall in writing notify the Speaker of the Senate of the date appointed for the special sitting. Remember, the special sitting are for both houses, the National Assembly and the Senate. Clause 9 of the bill and Clause 10 of the bill proposes to amend the Act by inserting new sections to provide for when a member of political party shall be deemed to have resigned from the political party, and the grounds for the expulsion of a member of a political party from the political party. Clause 11 proposes to amend Section 16 of the Act to provide for the publication of the information required under that section in the political party's official website. Members are still deliberating on what exactly or which side they will be taking. It is about a few minutes to 1. And the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly will be directing on the next step. But this is a crucial stage. It is the division stage that requires members to decide on whether the mover of the bill be called to reply. The bill is still on the second stage. And the outcome of this particular division then will determine the next stage on which this particular bill will take. But again, remember, this is a crucial bill. This is a bill that has elicited reactions and thereby requires the numbers of each particular faction, those who are against it and those who are in agreement with it. Clause 12 of the bill proposes to amend Section 20 of the Act to provide that the notification of proposed changes or alterations to the constitution of a political party shall be made in one newspaper with a nationwide circulation instead of 2 newspapers and in the official website of the political party. Clause 13 of the bill provides for the amendment of Section 21 of the Act to provide for both the suspension and deregistration of a political party and the applicable process for suspension of deregistration. And this is one of the clauses that those who are for this bill were saying it will actually be protecting everyone in a political party should the party be deregistered, unlike before where some political members were left out. But they say this particular clause in this particular bill will be protecting everyone in case that party is deregistered. Clause 14 of the bill provides for the amendment of Section 22 of the Act to provide for the continued holding of an office established under the Constitution by a person elected to that office after the deregistration of the political party to which that person belongs, whether or not the person joins another political party or remains independent of any political party. So these are some of the positives that those who are for this bill say it ought to pass and it ought to be adopted. Clause 15 of the bill provides for the amendment of Section 25 with regard to the disbursement from the political parties fund. Which says 70% of the fund proportionately be distributed by reference to the total number of votes secured by each political party in the preceding general election, 15% of the fund, proportionately to political parties based on the number of candidates of the political party from special interest groups elected in the preceding general election, and that 10% of the fund proportionately to political parties based on the total number of representatives from the political party elected in the preceding general election, and then 5% for the administration expenses of the fund. The funds for a political party is yet another element that those who are for this particular bill say it will be addressing some of the issues that have been experienced before by political parties who were in coalitions on matters of distribution of funds. Clause 17 of the bill provides for the amendment of Section 29 of the Act to provide that the publication of a political party's sources of funds shall be made in one newspaper with a nationwide circulation instead of two, and in one official website of the political party. Members are yet to give the direction on what or which side they are on. Division is what is currently happening on the floor of the House at this moment. A question had been put on whether the mover of the bill be called to reply, but this being a crucial bill, it has necessitated for members to vote on it and take a manual vote. The decision that will be reached out at this particular moment will define the next stage that this bill will take. Clause 20 of the bill proposes to amend Section 34 of the bill to provide for an additional function of the registrar, which shall be keeping and maintaining a register of members of political parties, the certification that independent candidates in an election are not members of political parties, certification that symbols intended to be used by independent candidates in an election are not similar to symbols of registered political parties, certification that names appearing in a party list presented by a political party during an election are the names of members of the political party presenting the party list. Another function for the registrar that this bill is proposing is on the regulating of political party nominations and training political party election agents. The Political Parties Amendment Bill 2021 is the only business in the order paper for the morning session on the special sitting. And members in the early morning hours debated on it, ventilated on it. It is still on the second stage. And the outcome of this division stage then will determine the fate of this bill. Clause 21 of the bill provides for the insertion of new sections, that is 34B and 34C in the Act, to provide for the use of technology by the registrar on the management of political party records and the powers of the registrar in respect of political parties' records. It is a bill that has 27 clauses, and some members have been raising questions on some of these clauses. Some have been raising questions on the timing, why the bill had to be discussed on this particular moment or at this particular time when the House had proceeded on a long recess. It is a bill that has been moved by the Leader of Majority, Honorable Amos Kimunya. Clause 22 of the bill provides for the insertion of a new part consisting of new sections on political party nominations, including methods of conducting nominations, the establishment of structures by political parties for the conduct of nominations, the participation of registered members of a political party in its nominations, the accessing of the register of members of the political party during the political party's nominations, the procedure for the conduct of direct and indirect party nominations, the vetting of candidates contesting party nominations, and the period within which political party nominations disputes should be resolved by the political party. The bill also outlines roles and functions of a political party, that a political party may recruit and enlist members, nominate candidates for elections, promote representation in parliament and county assemblies of women, persons with disabilities, youth, ethnic and other minorities and marginalized communities, sensitize the public on the functioning of the political and electoral system, promote and enhance national unity, mobilize citizens into participating in political decisions, as well as solicit and articulate public policy priorities as identified by its members, and shape and influence a public policy. This is a special sitting of the bicameral parliament. This is at the National Assembly that was convened via Gazette Notice number 13599 of 17th December 2021. What is currently happening on the floor of the House is the division stage. Members to decide on whether the move of the bill be called to reply or not. So members continue enlisting themselves accordingly, either in support or in objection to the commencement of a debate on political parties amendment bill 2021. Normally the House rises by 1 p.m., but it's now 9 minutes past 1 p.m. And the timing has since been taken over by events on the floor. Upon conclusion of the exercise, Deputy Speaker, Honorable Moses Cheboy, is expected to issue directives ahead of the afternoon sitting. Remember, this is the only bill in the order paper that has been for the morning session in this special sitting. And normally During House business, the House rises by 1 p.m. But as you can see, members continue to enlist themselves accordingly, either in support or objection to the commencement of a debate on Political Parties Amendment Bill 2021. So upon conclusion of the exercise, then Deputy Speaker, Honorable Moses Cheboy, is expected to issue directives ahead of the afternoon sitting. It is a bill that has gotten the House divided as it elicits varied reactions, mostly on the formation of coalitions, the timing of the bill, the political parties, the definition of a political party with something that the name cannot be changed, or the definition of a political party cannot be changed. Members seem to be taking their seats now. Earlier on, they were all over the floor of the House. But right now, most of them seem to have made a decision. On whether the debate should go to the next stage or not. Clause 23 of the bill provides for the amendment of Section 40 of the Act to provide that the Political Parties Disputes Tribunal shall also hear and determine disputes relating to political party nominations. This particular clause also provides for the hearing of disputes relating to coalition political parties to be heard by the internal political party dispute resolution mechanism, and appeals to be heard by the High Court and Court of Appeal. This is a special sitting of the National Assembly on this day of 22nd December 2021. And the business on the floor of the House is the debate on the Political Parties Amendment Bill 2021, which commenced this morning on the morning session. And it is the bill that was, or rather the only bill that was on the order paper for the morning session, and it is likely to take the better part of the afternoon of today's afternoon session, because this bill is still on the second stage. Members have been debating on this bill since morning, giving varied reactions, opinions, and views on its provisions. The bill says a person may be expelled from a political party if that person contravenes any of the provisions of the constitution of the political party, a political party shall, before expelling a member under Section 1, accord such a member a fair opportunity to be heard in accordance with the internal party disputes resolution mechanism prescribed in the constitution of the political party. This one is in line to expulsion of a member from a political party. A person may be expelled from a political party if that person contravenes any of the provisions of the constitution of the political party. And before being expelled, the political party shall accord such a member fair opportunity to be heard in accordance with the internal party disputes resolution mechanism prescribed in the constitution of the political party. Clause 24 of the bill provides for the amendment of Section 45 of the Act to provide that the enlistment of a person as a member of a political party without the person's consent shall be an offence. That the enlistment of a person as a member of a political party without that person's consent shall be an offence. The bill also says that a political party shall, within 60 days after being issued with a certificate of full registration under Section 7, submit to the registrar a written declaration giving details of all assets and expenditure, including all contributions, donations, or pledges of contributions or donations, whether in cash or in kind, made or to be made to the initial assets of the political party by its founding members in respect of the first year of its existence. The bill is at the second reading stage. And members have been enlisting themselves on either of the two sides that are available, either yes or no. And we'll determine on the next stage of this bill those who are for that the debate to continue on this particular bill, and those that are for the bill be halted for one reason or the other. Remember, the debate on this bill has been ongoing since morning around 10, where the House commenced its business of the day on this second day of the special sitting. And the outcome of this particular division then will determine whether the bill will proceed for the second stage or will be halted. Clause 26 of the bill provides for the amendment of the second schedule to the Act to provide that the constitution of a political party shall provide for the address of the official website of the political party. Some of the clauses on this bill seem to be rather okay with the members, but a number of the clauses have been questioned, and that is what some of the members are against. For
order members, now you can, order members, take your seats. Order Honorable Gladys Wanga
is now calling the House to order.
Order Honorable Sankok, you can now take your seat somewhere.
What has been happening
Let me
is
give
that
you
members have been
opportunity to take your
enlisting
seat, at least for you,
themselves.
Honorable Sankok. Sit somewhere. Okay. Then you freeze. So, honorable members, we have the results, and of course, we expect the tellers to report in the usual manner. And then I'll make a brief communication on way forward in terms of many things that either are going to be done or not going to be done today. So let's have the reporting first, then I make a brief, and then we make a decision. Let's have the reporting first.
Honorable Speaker, the results of the division are as follows. The ayes 113, the noes 68.
Let's have the results. Okay. Honorable members, the motion which was that the mover be now called upon to reply was voted in this manner. 113 for ayes and 68 for nays, so the ayes have it. And honorable members, this is a brief communication that I'm making. And honorable members, well, we will, you obviously will, in fact, you will reply after I make this communication. It is important. It is important. So this is the communication. Now that we have concluded the division exercise, and the mover will be called to reply immediately after this communication, I wish to give the guidance before putting the question on second reading later. The following members had filed amendments to the said bill by close of business yesterday. The Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs, the Honorable Savula, Honorable Kimani Ishungwa, the Honorable Caleb Kositany, the Honorable Daniel Tuitoik, Honorable John Kiarie, Honorable Alice Wahome, Honorable Aden Duale, Honorable Godfrey Ososi, Honorable Owen Bayer, Honorable Silvana Zosoro, Honorable and Honorable Didmas Barasa. Given the short notice between the filing of the amendments and the publication of the order paper, some of the amendments were not included in the published order paper. Subsequently, additional amendments have been filed today by at least 4 additional members. Honorable members, looking at the nature of the amendments, further in view of the fact that they are seeking to amend almost all clauses of the bill, in addition to proposing new clauses that shall amend the Principal Act and its schedules, I need to invoke Standing Order 131, which states, and I quote, "Where after a bill has been read a second time and before commencement of committee of the whole House, amendments have been proposed to it, which in opinion of the Speaker requires harmonization, the Speaker may direct that any member proposing an amendment to the bill to appear before the relevant departmental committee dealing with the subject matter of the bill to present his or her proposal of amendments. Committee shall submit report to the House on the result of the exercise before the committee of the whole House is taken." The amendments harmonization process is critical in ensuring that all the proposed amendments are in order as contemplated by the Constitution and by our own procedures. So, honorable members, the Committee of the Whole House stage on the bill is automatically deferred to allow harmonization of the multiple amendments proposed to the bill. Subsequently, today's afternoon sitting shall be suspended and shall therefore not take place. Order, order, honorable members, order, order. All members having amendments are to appear before the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs for harmonization of the amendments. The committee is further required to engage the critical stakeholders, including officials of political parties, particularly in view of the fact that both houses of parliament represent over 21 political parties in the country. The committee shall then table the addendum contained in the outcome of the harmonization process. The House is duly guided. Now, this is what we are going to do. The mover will be called upon to reply, and then we will put the question on the second reading, and then we will not have an afternoon session. Mover be called upon to reply. Order, members. Order. 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 No.
We need to put a question. You need to be here.
The Gazette was to cover the entire business.
Why don't
Up to
you
the
write
afternoon.
on a point of order?
Yeah.
Let's extend time.
Let Karuma write on a point of order.
Let him reply.
Yeah.
Just a minute. Yeah? Yeah. Can you reply?